Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, Axel Scratch here, and I am here with more Katawa Shoujo. Interested in the game? The link in the description is going to be on where you can find it. This is going to be the fourth part, and I may do a 1 hour like I did last time. But, you know, maybe not, I don't know. I'm gonna try to do another hour so that I have videos and backup because I've been running low on videos. But like I did before, why I did an hour is because I was so interested. I like how they brought the characters. It seems a little more like typical anime, but it's in a different setting than I thought it would be. So, intro aside, let's load up what we had before. Small talk. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers across the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Aye? This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room that year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed, it's me who's supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser, whatever, of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter. And Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Dude, stop being so mean to them though, like, you've met so many people. There was a girl with no arm. I'm sorry that I laughed at that one person in the corner, but I was caught off guard by that, and then I remembered this is a disabled school I know it's not real, but it just feels bad for all these kids. One of them has a burns all over her face, another one has, is deaf, and because of that she's mute. And like, I feel so bad for them. Calling and just saying they're not normal just seems mean. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. To have a person like this going around telling people around there are not normal is just mean. Like, seriously. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after class today, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. Can I join the library club, the book club? Am I going to date a book girl? Library girl? Come on! They're cute. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She can't understand the words you say, though. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Aww. Oh yeah, I saw a YouTube video of that, like an anime chick that made a wahaha like laugh that was so weird. It was so confusing. And then they had someone put it with this character, so I was like, yeah, it works so well. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. You know, school, there's nothing like in school we have to... clubs. Here you go. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Should I have the main character as Batman? Nah. Misha freezes. I don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. How do you know these words? Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Hard and heavy. Huh? Who cares? Who gives a flying? Isha puffs out her chest and she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see hands turning to look in our direction. Heads turning in our direction. Not so loud! Dot 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 dot. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Philosopher Nation, ladies and gentlemen, Shizune. Now, it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that we play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shouts. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, blushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class. I should start working. Well, I can say blame me. I was the one asking you questions at the beginning. That's right, Chi-chan. What? That's right. Chi-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? Okay, and still going in? Still talking? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I thought I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other. Again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision. Peripheral. Yeah, words! Catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a girl with long, dark hair getting up from her desk and slips silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hee-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or is Misa just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Well, you're happy, Miss Kitty Face. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch day, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. I only had one girl liking me the last time. Now I have two. I'm good. Yay! Okay, Hee-chan. Perfect. The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I had the time to put any more thoughts into what she could have done, where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. ... Yes, it is, Hee-chan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really... Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. I think... look between the two, like, if you have something you that's important, tell Misha, but other than that, look at Shizune. Because Shizune is already looking between you and Misha, so... It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me, as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hee-chan, because... I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line if my confidence is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Shizune pushes her glasses up on the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Ha ha ha! That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classrooms or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. I'm trying to remember, was the name Bento, I think? Doesn't Bento mean box lunch? Leave in description if I'm getting this right. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hee-chan, you wanted to know about clothes and stuff, right? Right? Right, Shi-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Yeah. dust everywhere. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me, and Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Please don't tell me it's gonna be a speech. Hichan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As a lay, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hichan? Right? But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hichan. It's a really popular club. Ah, okay. But more to the point, Hichan, does that mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good. Great. That's right, Hichan. Really great. Ha ha ha. Wah ha 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 ha. Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hichan, other than clubs and upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. It was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Right. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. It could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hichan. Shichan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shichan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha would not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore having instead to they try and get you to. That's exactly what you're doing. So you're admitting that. No. We admit nothing. I mean, Hichan, of course it would be nice if you joined, and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one school. Yep, it's true, Hichan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hichan? I can't tell if she's being genuine, or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. This is how you know it's a dating sim game, when the dude keeps on saying they are drop-dead gorgeous. Well, I'll join for Shizune. I actually would say, if I had a chance, I would go with Shizune. I don't care. So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hichan. What? No! Aww. See, Hichan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well. Hichan owes me candy now. You're betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. That's interesting, Hichan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Hichan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Aw, why not? Well, because you two both have the same initiative and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So I will have to decline. Well, I'm smarter than I look. Hichan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us And that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man poor man? Paper football? I play paper football. Well, I did in high school and middle school. I actually won $1 for it. Yeah, it's a game they play in America. Yeah, we do. Mostly kids that just like messing around, and more over the delinquents in the class who just say that they don't want to do anything in class. You make a paper triangle, and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competitive between two people, Ichan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Shi-chan. What? Wahaha! That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. From the men. Or like the boys from the slightly older boys. Pretty much. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hichan? It was kinda obvious. She only frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Hichan, how about Risk, the game of world domination? I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Oh, I think I've played Risk. I think. Isn't it paper? Like he's drawn paper. Let me see. Sounds like Shizune would be good at. If you want to play, we can after school. Oh, really, Shi-chan? We can play just for fun, Hichan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hichan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I don't know why. She just I don't know. She reminds me of an anime character I know. I don't remember. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete, just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends. We go back to class.